a riot at the dog park studios. It's Live with Johnny. And now, here's Johnny.
Good evening. Good evening, good evening. It's Monday night, September something or other. We're going to start off. We came in a little early tonight at 7:25 because, as you know, one of the new things we're doing here is a Mojo JoJo's Monday Night Football picks. So there's two games tonight. I don't know why the NFL is doing that on week 2.
I thought I was seeing things when I looked at my fantasy.
I thought the same thing. So the first game started about 10 minutes ago, and that's okay because we're still going to give a pick out there because the way FanDuel and DraftKings works is you can throw in a bet really whenever you want. So we're going to start the show tonight with the one and only Mojo JoJo, and we're going to go through. First, I thought we were going to only go through 2 football games, but now I'm going to wonder about how this dude's going to get on TV wearing that Commanders jersey after the ass kicking they took yesterday. Honestly, the fact that they're even a football team still is remarkable. JoJo, how are you tonight, buddy?
What?
He's like, you just left the house 10 minutes ago, you fat bastard. Don't
JoJo, you got to sit up a little bit, JoJo.
Sit up, buddy. You're scrunching.
There you go, right there.
He's trying to hide the yoo-hoo from his mom so she don't see.
Little lower,
little lower,
right there,
right there. All right, smile for the people. All right, JoJo, real quick. We're talking in the first game tonight. We got Monday. We got the Buffalo Bills at home against the Tennessee Titans. The Titans are getting 10. Who you got?
Since the Bills are playing at home, I'm going to take the Bills.
All right, you're going to take
to cover that spread.
You think they're going to cover that 10?
I don't know.
Well, that's
what we're doing here, bud.
This is your job, bro. We're betting on this.
You see what happened is the Commander's hat or the racist Redskins hat he's wearing. You look good there, kid.
Yeah, you're fine.
There you go. There you go. That's a good look for you. That's Commander stuff is seeping into your brain. You're like, football? What's football? They were out there yesterday playing cricket or something because who knows what they were doing. They lost. Who did they lose to?
Oh, that wasn't good.
What was the name of the team they lost to?
I can't even remember.
JoJo, what was the name of the team they lost? Say it out
The
loud.
Lions?
What?
Detroit
Matt Ryan.
They haven't won a game since 2001.
Who's the quarterback for the Lions? Huh? It's not Matt Ryan. He's on the Colts.
No.
Who's the Lions quarterback?
I have no idea.
Was it Jacoby? I don't even know who it was.
Jared Goff.
Jared Goff. That's right.
Thank
They
you.
traded him.
That's right. That's right.
What's his name goes out to L.A. and wins in the first year. All right. So, what do you think Buffalo at home is going to cover that 10?
Yeah.
Do you? All right. I'll lay money on that.
Let me ask, who's going to have more rushing yards tonight, Derrick Henry or Josh Allen? Because you can bet that, Henry?
Definite. That's
right.
a lock.
What do we think our final score in this Buffalo at home game is?
28-25.
Okay.
He just said
they were going to cover the 10, bud.
Do I bet the spread or no?
So do we bet the spread or do we take the Titans getting 10? Is that what you're telling us?
No.
All right.
No.
Think about it. Give me your final score. How many do you think that the Buffalo Bills are going to score? You can stay 33. So you're saying it's going to be at least 33, let's say it's got to be at least 33-18. They cover, right? We want to give people some wiggle room. All right, so you're taking Buffalo Buffalo minus 10.
Minus 10.
Okay.
Lock.
And it sounds like the under. Okay.
I agree.
Our second game tonight, JoJo, is going to be the Eagles at home against the Vikings. The Vikings are getting 2.5. Less than a field goal. Who you got? Eagles at home.
Upset Eagles.
And I know you don't want to say it because you're wearing that Commander stuff. But he's always at home rooting for the Eagles all the time, this kid.
Interesting.
I think he's a closet Eagles fan. He loves Jalen Hurts.
No, it's because I have him on my fantasy. That's why. Oh.
What did you just say?
It's because I have him on my fantasy.
Oh, you have Jalen Hurts on your my main fantasy team. I'm actually playing against Jalen Hurts tonight, so he's going to need to tank it. I'm sorry. This flying.
There's a fly in here. All right, JoJo. So we're taking Buffalo minus 10, and we're taking Eagles giving 2.5. So you're taking both. You're taking both home teams, and you're giving up the points. You're taking both favorites tonight.
I like those picks.
All right, let's talk about the Miami Dolphins and that unbelievable, ridiculous comeback they had yesterday. Now, I don't know if your team scored 28 points all year, but mine scored 28 points in the fourth quarter yesterday against a very good Baltimore Ravens team. So it tells us two things about the Miami Dolphins. Number one, we are resilient and we are quick. And two, we are quite possibly the best team in the NFL this year. Go ahead. Comments only.
Undefeated, bro.
Thanks.
He doesn't want to comment.
You nothing to say about that unbelievable win?
Dude, knock him down a notch, JoJo. This is your chance.
All right. Who is your player of the weekend? Who's the standout player of the weekend in the NFL for you?
For me?
Yeah, who do you think had the best weekend as an NFL player?
Tyreek Hill.
He gave it to a Dolphin. Thank you very much, JoJo.
It's because he had 42 fantasy points for me.
You guys wouldn't be 2-0 without Tyreek Hill, so you better mention his name. I would throw him a little credit.
Tua is quite possibly right now the best quarterback in the NFL.
Tua's terrible.
Over 400 yards, 6 touchdowns. Do you see that fly just
So
landed
is
right on my
Carson
face?
Wentz.
And you were about to slap. Say again, bud?
Carson Wentz is number 2 in passing
Oh,
yards.
Carson Wentz is terrible. Come on.
He's number 2 in passing yards.
Does it
JoJo, you
matter?
root for a team that literally has, like, when you make up your own team in Madden, that's one of the fake names they give you. You're literally rooting for a... And I love you, kid, but...
Didn't you lose 108 in Madden against me?
So when I first... This is a funny story. When I first started...
When he was with the Dolphins.
When I first started dating his mom, come over, so you got to be the cool guy. I'll play your son in Madden. Go sit on the floor, play the kid in Madden. First of all, whatever cheat codes he was using, every time I threw the ball, no matter what, my guy was wide open, he intercepts it. Then I try a running play. No matter what happens, I get hit. The ball gets fumbled. He picks it up. He beat me. We didn't even finish the game. It was 92-7.
It's not a cheat code, dude. He's hitting the right buttons at the right time.
It was 92-7, and I wanted to kill the kid. And I'm just like, dude, you're cheating. You're cheating. I go out there. Amy's like, oh, that's so cute. You guys spend time together. And in my head, I'm like, I'm gonna smack this kid. I'm gonna smack this. You admit to the people live that you cheated.
I didn't cheat.
Be a man.
JoJo.
I
Be
was
a man.
literally hit sticking you and you kept fumbling.
Isn't hit sticking cheating?
No, it's not cheating.
It's when
No,
you use a
It's
special.
a part of the game.
That's what people that know how to play the game do, because that's how the game is played. Dude,
Wanna
my son's
remap this
23, does it to me still.
JoJo, I told you 1,000 times. I will, like in baseball. He can't beat me in the show. I beat him every time. He beat me like you
Play
beat
me in the show tonight.
You beat me that one time. When we play Madden,
play me tonight.
he knows all the. How come when I play Madden, it's like this: button, 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 button. When you play JoJo, it sounds. Excuse me. It sounds like he's a secretary.
Yeah, it's like a machine gun.
So that's how I know he's cheating and using cheat codes. All right, Mojo Jojo's Monday Night Picks. He's taking Buffalo giving 10, and he's taking Eagles giving 2.5. We'll check in back with you next week, JoJo, and we'll see how you're doing. By the way, you're 0-1, and I heard from some people last night about that Broncos pick, so hopefully we'll pick it up tonight. I honestly think you're going to get 2 wins tonight. And
I think he might double down. And
I think the Eagles and the Bills.
agree.
I definitely think the Bills are going to win. I think the Bills are going to smoke them.
I don't know if the Bills are going to cover, though, you think?
I think they're going to cover. I think they're going to have a big night because next week they play the Miami Dolphins and not so much. So let them get to their 2-0. We'll have the battle of the 2-0s next week. JoJo, we love you. Thanks for coming on. And go ahead.
So you want a rematch in Madden, right?
I think you should.
If you promise not to cheat. If you promise
It's not
to
cheating.
cheat.
It's a part of the game.
What is it?
It's a part of the game.
Oh, I thought you were going to say it funny again. Say it again. Look at
Say what?
Do what you did last. It's part of the game.
It's a part of the game.
There you go.
We're going to clip that. Thank you, JoJo. Look at those beautiful eyes. Oh, look at this guy. We better let him go now before it turns into. Oh, we got to live with Johnny that late night. All right, buddy. JoJo, see you when I get home. We love you.
Bye, JoJo.
Thanks for coming
Can I
on.
go to the strip club now?
Oh my God.
Oh
Can you
my
hang up
God.
on him, dude?
That kid is out of his mind, dude.
I did not tell him to say that. I did not ask him to say that.
Out of his mind.
Out of control.
Out of control.
The Miami Dolphins had a huge day yesterday.
Dude, I stopped checking. We were watching the Patriots game, and it popped up the score in the second quarter, and I was like, thank God I'm not going to have to listen to Johnny gloat on the Dolphins tomorrow night. This is the greatest day ever. And
I
here
was
we
going to
are.
go live on Instagram because we
Oh,
haven't
I'll
done
bet
that in a
you
while. but I don't remember how to do it. So
The problem is, dude, nobody watches those anymore.
yeah,
Those
I know.
things are dead.
Nobody likes Instagram.
I know. Thank God. It sucks.
All right, we got a lot to get to tonight, so shut up and let me talk. We got some things we're going to talk about. We got the football out of the way. That kid just said, "Can I go to the strip club now?" That's going to be great.
That's pretty amazing.
Amy, that was not in the script. I'm looking. Not in the
Check your notebook.
script. David Rano says he's a funny kid, and David, you could not be any more right. On a constant basis, sometimes Amy and I just turn the TV off and just listen to him. The kid, he's you should see the two of them together. Anywho, how are you? Good, great. Nobody cares.
Great. Hey, people care. My wife cares.
I don't think she does.
There's two people that care at least.
Hannah and who? So we started
might be it.
I started the TikTok. Have you seen it? You haven't seen it, probably. You don't follow us on TikTok. My own producer doesn't follow.
Well,
me
here's
on
the
TikTok.
problem with the, is
You
you
just said TikTok.
you posted the QR code on Facebook, which is great. Except when I saw it, I'm holding my phone, looking at the QR code, so I can't scan it, and you didn't put a link. So you should have consulted me. I would have helped you with that. I
Never
can't scan
thought
a
of that.
QR code if I'm
I
holding
gave
my
the
phone.
people a QR code to scan, but the thing they're looking at it is the thing that they need to scan.
You gotta be kidding me.
We'll get there, dude. It's fine. We did look at the TikTok. I think it's good, dude. You got to be there. You got to have a presence. I mean,
All right.
it's a matter of coming up with some regular content. You know,
Well, I
like our
learned. I've been
workflow.
editing my own videos. I download them. I clip
Perfect.
them. I put them up there. I put some good stuff up there. There's so much to go through that it sucks that I have to do it.
So
but,
that intern job posting never.
No, nobody wants to be an intern for us. Everybody's a dick. My stomach's a little shot today. JoJo, if you're still watching, we're going to need updates on that Buffalo game as they come available. All right,
All right, get it together. You're
we're
fine.
done with the football.
Fine.
Do we have a sponsor tonight? Yes, we do.
You didn't tell me that.
Don't worry about it. You already know who it is. It's Tuck's Tavern once again.
Oh, good.
So everybody knows Tuck's Tavern. Had dinner there again last night. Oh, Peter, big wig over there at Tuck's Tavern. Guess what he tells me the special is going to be this week? Are you ready for this?
I'm ready.
Are the people at home sitting down? This is no bullshit. And whoever thought of it, number one, is a genius. And number two, after he told me what the special is going to be, my exact reaction was, I'll see you Thursday night. You ready for this?
I'm ready.
Chicken pot pie over tater tots.
Shut up. Shut up.
If I had a time machine, I would go to Tuck's on Thursday right now.
That sounds intense. Holy cow.
The queen is still dead.
Yeah, she didn't come back to life. That
Yeah.
I've heard.
Yeah. Jeannie, I was
She's
sick.
dead.
I was made it into work late today, not feeling too well. Here now, still not feeling well. Anywho, the queen's dead. Did they finally bury her? Right?
I don't know. I know there was that long thing where like everybody was looking at her, and I can't confirm if she's in the ground or not, but it's got to be close.
Yeah.
If not yet, it's soon.
So this week's topic is an interesting one, and I'm not sure you've heard it, and I'm not sure JoJo writes, R.I.P. Queen Lizzie. Oh, my goodness.
Private burial this evening. Thank you, Jamie Tom.
Yeah.
See, they know. We don't know. Thank God for the viewers. We don't know nothing.
I just don't know why it takes so long. Anyway, tonight's topic. Not sure if you saw this, and I meant to. I wanted to tell you to Google it and see if we can get something on it, but I decided to come in raw on this one.
Ooh.
And before everybody jumps at me and says, you know, blah blah blah, they're kids, and you know, wham wham wham. We have come to a point in our lives, all of us together as a human race, that we are allowing children to identify as cats. They are communicating with meows, and schools/universities are putting in litter boxes so that bigger type litter boxes, not so the kids could, you know, go to the bathroom, So I'm not gonna make a potty joke here. But they're quiet spaces, safe spaces where if the student who identifies as the cat is feeling a little overwhelmed or sad, they can go over to the litter box and put their feet in and, kick a little, what do they call it?
The litter.
The litter.
They like paw at it.
It's a litter box, John. Now, here's what I'm going to say. What is wrong with us?
It's strange, dude.
I can't believe that we live in a world where a boy or a girl, like in the one article I was reading, and I've got a couple of kids around town, you're talking 12 to 14 to 15-year-old kids that identify, like there's a girl, it was on the website I was reading, she's a 12-year-old girl, she identifies as a cat, she will only communicate with meows, and you have to understand her meows, right? So I guess if she's happy, it's a meow, and if she's sad, it's a meow.
You have to be able to interpret
you have to be able to,
she... Okay.
and that's how she communicates.
Okay.
And, the article showed a picture of her, licking her hands like cats are just chilling. So then, of course, the news has to interview parents of this around the school. So some parents are like, "What in tarnate? What in the hell?
What's going on?"
And then you have the mother of the child who's like, "Listen, it's okay. The therapist said it's okay. It's just a way of what about timeout."
For sure, timeout.
You can't.
Pump the brakes,
you
bro.
can't. You can't. If I had ever woken up when I was 12 years old and told my father I'm a cat, not a boy,
Not good.
dude, do you even know what a leather belt sounds like on a cold winter day? I mean, how did we get to a point where and I know there's people watching who's like, John, you got to be sensitive and you got to allow people to do the boom, ba boom. And I know that it's 2022 and there's 475,000 genders. I know we could be whatever. I know, man. I'm trying to wrap my head around it, but I got to tell you, ever since we've allowed boys to become pregnant, the whole world has just gone downhill.
It's going down.
Ever since that pregnant guy emoji was a thing.
Yeah.
The
That was the
whole
beginning of it.
World now.
That was a catalyst.
Again, I've never ever claimed to be a scientist, and I don't even mean to be a mean person. I'm not even trying to make fun of anybody. But I come from a place where men can't get pregnant, women can, and you're not a fucking cat.
You're not a cat.
You know how you know you're a cat? If you're a cat.
When you walk
Now-
by a mirror and you see a cat.
I did grow up at a time where I learned at a very young age, the hard way, what a furry is. I mean, so I get
I remember those.
that as you get older
strange time.
and you get into some weird things, some people like their hair pulled and some people like to dress up as a Care Bear and go meet strange people in hotel rooms.
It's fine.
Over the age of 18 and consenting adults, do whatever
Nobody
the hell you
gets
wanna
hurt.
do.
It's fine.
There is no way. And again, absent the presence of some sort of, and I don't know how to properly say things these days, so somebody's going to get mad, but I know there's mental, educational, what's the word I'm trying to use? Mentally, we don't say mentally challenged anymore, right? We say, educationally slowed or whatever. I forget what the term is, and I don't want to be offensive to anybody. But minus that stuff, right? If you're average, if you got the average IQ and over, and
I think we say special needs.
special
Is that what you're
needs.
looking for?
Okay, there you go.
Okay.
And let's say you're firing on your cylinders and things are okay for you, and you think you're a cat. So what the
strange.
problem is here is that we're giving excuses now. We're giving kids ways out. We're giving them how do I get out of this assignment? How do I get out of this punishment? Because now what you've noticed in being involved in youth sports and seeing things and watching, back if I screwed up, me and my brothers got in a fist fight and broke something of our mom's, we just had to take our ass whooping and deal with it. Now kids can say, I did it because you triggered me. I was triggered, you use a triggered word. Could you just imagine telling your father in 1988, oh, well, Dad, you triggered me.
You triggered me, Fred.
He's like, the trigger?
Don't do that.
Yeah, how about the butt of the gun against your skull? But
How about you want to get pistol whipped?
holy moly, man. It leads me to some questions. Number one, Are we just saying it's okay because it's easier to deal with? And number two, if you spank your child who now thinks they're a cat, do we call DCF or PETA?
Good one.
Right?
Animal cruelty.
That so
Interesting.
Could it be two charges?
Crossing over.
Because I'm thinking beating a kid is a higher charge than beating an animal. So I would just go ahead and be like, hey, you heard her. She's a cat.
I mean, it's crazy, dude.
I don't know how we got here as a place. My stomach is.
What did you do?
I don't
What's
feel
happening?
well, man.
What?
I'm like,
Why? You don't know why it just happened?
because people get sick, Kirk. Oh my God. Anyway, I was. Bleh,
Blech.
bleh.
Blech.
You're a father of a kid.
Two.
That's right.
A couple of them.
What do you do when they come home and say, Dad, listen, I love you, but from now on, I'm a pony?
Listen, here's the thing. You
Do
can't.
you ask if Shetland? Do you ask if it's like.
Listen, you can't validate every backdoor, right? Your kids are always going to look
Giggity.
for backdoors. Giggity. If you want to give a backdoor once in a while, hey, I messed up, it's all right, and I didn't feel well, fine. But if every time they run up against the speed bump and try to turn it into a mountain, you can't do that because the problem is, and you're right, that's easier on the parents, right? Because then they don't have to deal with it. They're just like, oh, fine, you're a cat.
Well,
That's it. Problem solved.
So then they got another rule, and I just learned this from a parent of a child at a school in town. Say your kid goes to school every day, and they tell everybody, I'm Garfield, right? I'm a cat. Leave me alone. Do you know that the school is not allowed to call the parents and tell them? Like, that's the child has privacy there?
When did that happen?
I don't know. But I remember going to school and saying the word titty
Yeah.
and getting smacked in the face by the principal and then going home, my dad walking through the door, smacking me in the face.
Yeah,
and I
too.
said, what is that for? And he goes,
The
saying titty.
thing. Yeah, the titty thing.
So, I mean, could you imagine being in a classroom? I don't know how teachers do it. I don't know how teachers don't all just throw their hands up in the air and walk out, because you got to put a litter box in your classroom for a child? I refuse to believe it.
That's why so many teachers are quitting, dude. Can you imagine having to be in that space between the parents?
So we put in cry
In
closets. We
reality?
put in cry closets. We put. You got to call them.
That's what this is, a cry class.
This is my own personal cry
Yeah,
closet, and I come
exactly.
every Monday
I love
night,
that.
7:30 to 8:30.
That's what we're going to call it from now. Cry class.
But I don't understand how that's even possible. More importantly, if anybody knows anybody out there that's over the age of 18 that identifies as a cat, would love to have that interview.
Let's bring them in, man.
Dude, we'll bring in a litter box.
Yeah.
We'll bring in a little tower you could scratch, whatever.
I'll even bring my two cats in here so they could have some,
Oh shit!
get like a pack mentality. It's fine.
Do they get neutered, these cats? This first question you got to ask. Also, how could you identify as a cat at school? You can't bring cats to school.
Unless they're emotional support cats.
Can you be your own emotional
If you're
support
a
cat?
and you support yourself, that would probably fly. It doesn't make sense to me, but that's why it would probably fly.
JoJo says, tell the story about the babu.
The babu.
What's a babu, JoJo?
He's got to be more clear.
Yeah. Start at the beginning, JoJo.
Talk to us about babu.
I don't know, man. I
It's
can't.
fucking crazy, dude.
I can't.
Can you imagine? You know what I was thinking about a couple weeks ago? Can you imagine, like, 50 years from now? I mean, we'll be dead, but can you imagine the state of humanity 50 fucking years from now?
It won't be.
Holy shit!
It
dude.
won't. What baby, JoJo? He's telling the story about the baby.
Couldn't we have covered this?
JoJo,
pre-show?
text my phone what you're talking about, but in more detail.
We had 10 minutes of off-air
Yeah,
Zoom time with him.
Tell the story about the baby. What baby? Uh-oh. Is this him and his mom telling me something live on air? No. What were we talking about? No, it's, you know how,
it's
like,
crazy.
right now we have Democrats and Republicans. It's going to be like the dog party, the cat party. You're going to have...
Read your text.
Let's see what he says.
Because now I want to know.
Emily,
I'm waiting for that look of enlightenment.
oh, so on Friday night, Thursday, one of those Thursday night, me, JoJo, and my niece Emily went to Tuck's for dinner, and we started talking about the cats. So, the kids' cats, and we were talking about it, and then I was telling them I just saw on the news a while back, and I think I might have talked about this on here already. But there's a group of people, excuse me, that are going forward with wanting to make sure that before you change a baby's diaper, that you remember I told you about this?
Yes.
You look the baby in the eye
And you tell it.
and you tell it, I'm about to expose you.
That was the best.
I am going to see your private areas.
Generals are going to be
I'm
showing.
going to change your diaper. I'm going to
Yep.
wipe it. Is that cool? And then they want you to lock eyes with the baby for like 10 seconds and try to notice if the baby is in any sort of way not prepared.
You don't want to catch it off guard.
So, what the fuck? Like, but I think we're living in a time where people are just, and I hate the word woke because everybody uses it, but the way that it's going is I think that everybody's trying to out woke everybody else. Like, I'm going to show you that I could be more tolerant than everybody else.
That's what it is.
And
I'm
it's-
going to one up your.
and it's getting out of hand.
Yeah.
And people can say, listen, we have to be accepting and we have to do this. I get it. I don't care. I've said it 1,000 times. I do not care if you identify as a broomstick, and whatever you do behind your closed doors at night in your bedroom is your business. I don't care. All the power to you. A salute. But we are going off the deep end. We are going off the deep end where we're letting kids think that they're cats. We're letting, what happens if my wife wants to identify as a praying mantis? You know what's going to happen to me after the next time we do boom
She's
boom?
going to consume you.
She's going to
literally.
consume me and rip my head off. And then what? She can stand in a court of law and say, oh, I'm a praying mantis. Of course he's dead.
That's what I do.
We do the bang bang, and I kill him.
I do the eat. Bang, bang, eat.
Done.
That's
Okay,
how it goes.
so
It's nature.
Your Honor, all charges are dropped. Amy the praying mantis was only practicing what her species does. We are so off the deep end, man. It's, I don't know. I gotta. I don't feel well. So here we are. We have a new. What are we gonna call it? A new, or not what we're gonna call it, but it's a new.
It's a new segment.
A new segment. There's the word.
Yes.
We have a new segment. So usually we talk about crazy news things, and we go off and we talk about that and blah blah blah. The producer finally put in some effort to the show.
20 minutes today, bro.
20 minutes of effort
Yeah.
today. And he came up with what is a spinning wheel that he spins and it randomly lands on a crazy news topic and we talk about it. And we're going to get to that in just a second. We're also going to get to a Johnny's Soapbox tonight.
That wasn't your.
Can't stop yawning.
Why didn't you get coffee, dude? I made it weaker for you.
I want to go to bed tonight. I got to try to sleep tonight.
Also, that wasn't your soapbox that we just.
No, that's me trying to.
Sounded little soapboxy to me.
Dude, could you?
Why?
Bleh.
I was.
I couldn't get over the fact. So it all started. I'm scrolling through Facebook and I see like one of those community pages. Someone please tell me it's not true that there's children being allowed to identify and act as cats in school. So I'm like, say what? So of course you got to go read it. And then I read a couple. There was at least two parents who were like, listen, my child does that, and they do it because it's a safe thing. You know, they have social anxiety and this, that, and everything. Well, of course they do. Every kid has a cell phone, and every kid has Xbox, and every kid has TikTok, and every kid has
what do you
Snapchat.
expect?
Nobody has to talk face to face anymore. No, you don't even have to do it. It started. My son is going to be 23 years old in November. It started 10 years ago with him when he was 13, and I'd say, dude, why don't you go hang out with your friends? And he says, I am. And they're all wearing Turtle Beach headsets, and they're all on different streets in town, but yet they think they're hanging out. Again, said it 1,000 times. The kids will never know what it's like to have to call up the girl you have a crush on in 8th grade and call the house and hope that her father doesn't answer the phone. You know how we learned fortitude, we learned strength, we've learned to overcome having to do things like that. Back in the day, you know how easy it is to be a bully now. All you got to do is say one dumb thing in the internet or on Snapchat or whatever the kids are using. We used to have to get on our bicycles and put in work, man.
Yeah, you had to be accountable. If you said it, you had to back it up.
If I wanted people to know that some certain chick was a floozy, you know?
Floozy.
If she smokes, she pokes.
Just smoking and poking.
If we wanted people to know that, you know, so-and-so's the queen of the HJs over by the park, we had to get on our Huffy, and we had to put in work. We had to go door to door. We were like the church people coming to your door, and we had to tell you. We've learned resiliency. We've learned, you know, how to talk to people. These kids nowadays.
The only thing you could hope is that there's that group that is doing it right, and you just never hear about them. Because you're always going to hear about the kid that wants to be a kid.
Where are they?
They're just there, dude, but they're not on Facebook. They're not going on Facebook.
Well, the only ones I hear, I want free college. I want to talk to my mom and dad like they're friends and not my parents. I want to be disrespectful to authority figures. I want to identify as a cat. I want to be a gerbil. I want to be a whatever the fuck. And
just don't go on Facebook,
like,
dude.
I miss the days.
You won't hear it anymore.
I miss the days of just being a kid. Remember when kids were just able to be kids?
Oh, yeah.
Listen, they've got too much pressure on them. Everybody's got to be whatever. I mean, I don't know. Who do we blame? The parents, the Kardashians? I don't know. Who do we blame?
Internet. That's who I blame. Internet.
I believe that you could probably prove all of this, the decline of all of it.
I think so, dude. I mean, it's...
What's that? Not Facebook. What was the first one?
MySpace.
MySpace had it right.
MySpace was the shit,
If
dude.
MySpace could have just held on for a little while longer.
Why couldn't you have held on, Tom?
If he could have just held on.
Oh, Tom.
And
My
just
first
stood
friend
up
ever.
to Zuckerberg.
Yeah.
He was everybody's first social media friend. He broke all your social media cherries,
picture
man.
of him at his computer.
Yeah.
College. Weird.
If he could have just held on. Once Facebook went, crash and burn. All right, it's almost the 8 o'clock hour. I'm done talking about kids being cats. And again, I'm not trying to be insensitive. And I even came in here thinking I was going to be funny about it, but I don't even know if I was funny about it. I think I was just.
You were real, bro. Our show was real. Also, it's a dude. If you kill that fly, I'll give you $20.
Mr. Miyagi.
There's two in here. There's one up there too.
Yeah,
right
well, clean your fucking house.
7-7 Tennessee Buffalo. By the way.
7-7.
Quick score update.
All right. All right.
Buffalo
7-7.
scored on the first drive.
Right.
Tennessee answered.
All right. Well, JoJo. You got like two dudes up at the DraftKings casino tonight at Mohegan. Pretty mad at you. I don't know, man. When did kids, you know? I wanted to be a fire truck when I was 10 years old. My parents didn't let me fucking walking around talking in siren. Like,
yeah, the difference is when you were 10 years old, nobody handed you a fucking megaphone so you could tell the whole world what you wanted to be. So nobody fucking cared. Now everybody cares. I mean, I don't care, but everybody.
You make a good point where, and this will come across as insensitive too, but I don't really care. That we have too many chiefs and not enough Indians. Mm-hmm. Everybody's got to be right, and everybody's got to be heard. And I get that, but not to the extent that it's at. Like, just go about your lives. I don't need to know everything about you.
Yeah, they just don't. They can't process the fact that not everybody cares about what they care about.
And if you if you don't care about it, you're a terrible person. You're a racist. You're insensitive.
Don't say that about my kid. That's
and
a
again,
cat.
Dude,
You're bad.
Listen, bro. I don't care if you want to be called this, they, them, that, or lightsaber. I don't care. I will call you whatever you ask me to call you. You be nice to me, I'll be nice to you. I don't care what you do. I don't give a shit if you sit on a cold folding chair, buck-ass naked at night, playing a game of life by yourself, spinning a thing. Don't care. You play Candyland all night long. Don't care what you do behind your own closed doors. But we don't all,
Just do it and shut up about it.
You know?
For Christ's sakes, live your life, man. It's fine. It'll be fine.
I don't know. At some point, I'm just gonna
You're all wound up tonight, man.
identify, dude.
Dude, you
I'm
were
a little,
fucking
little cranky, a little tired. Don't
were
feel too good.
wound up, bro. I can feel the energy coming off you. It's like a tense energy. I'll be all right.
I was at work today. One of the kids that was like, "Hey, John, I think I just turned around and I must have looked like." And he was just like, "Never mind." I didn't even say a word.
It's
I'm
fine.
like, "Oh, it must have been my face."
A little later.
Sorry, dude. Bit of a headache. Sorry. It is the 8 o'clock hour. So we're halfway through. Tonight's sponsor is Tux. Don't forget, we told you about the chicken pot pie over
tater tots.
I'm going to eat so well this week so that the wife will let me eat that.
Dude,
on
whoever's working in that kitchen is a genius. Man.
Unbelievable.
They come up with the greatest ideas,
Thursday.
man.
You still got to get over there and get that pork thing.
I know. We were talking about it the other day.
I want to share something tonight for a friend. A little bit of sad news. A couple of childhood friends, Jeremy and Kelly Joe, lost their sister Melanie this past week. Young, super young. I think she was early 30s, bro.
It's rough.
So they're going through the agony and the excruciating pain of having to bury their young sister. And I know there is a GoFundMe out there. So we're going to share that in these comments here so that if you're feeling as if you got 5 or 10 or 15 or $25 and you could throw it over to the Houston family, that would be great. Jeremy and Kelly, I knew them. I admittedly did not know their sister. I'm sure somewhere in our paths might have crossed at some point. I don't know. I used to drink a lot in the 90s, so I could have very well shook hands with a lot of people. I don't remember. But thoughts and prayers with you guys. I hate that. I know. Even when it comes out of my mouth, I hate it. But I sent a nice little message to Jeremy and let him know that I was going to share that tonight with his permission. He said, yes, of course. Told me he likes the show. Doesn't like you, but he likes the show.
I'm not here to be liked, bro. I'm
kidding.
just flexing.
So that GoFundMe is going to be in our comments, and if you are feeling as if you can help out the family, thanks and muchos gracias. And I get to poking around that GoFundMe.
Yeah.
People got balls,
dude.
There are people out like so. Here you got
Set of
Jeremy
balls.
and his family,
right?
Need help burying their sister. So
right.
I believe that's what the GoFundMe.
That's the founders of the site.
Skeleton of the whole thing. Hey, bad things happen to good people. They can use our help.
Them out. Crowdsource some funds.
There you go.
Yep.
That's a good word. Did you make that up? No.
No.
Okay. Crowdsourcing. So I'm one of those people that I see it, I got to go after it. So I click on their GoFundMe, and then it brings me to just keep going. Bro, the balls of some people. And this isn't even the what do we call it? Johnny Soapbox. You got it. No, this is no joke.
Should I just keep the soapbox graphic up?
I see a couple young kids, boyfriend, girlfriend, if I'm allowed to call you that. Maybe a kitty and cat, whatever it is the kids are doing these days. Yeah. We have decided we are going to start our lives together, and we're going to go out on our own. Please help us. Help us.
We need you.
Become a successful couple. All right. You know what I did? I sent them a job application. Come on. Another guy. Didn't have, my parents weren't great growing up. They were always very selfish.
What?
So right there, I'm like, this poor guy. Right? So now, all right, I'm going to keep reading. I've learned the value of working hard and the value of $1. Okay, you got me.
Good.
What does he need? What does this guy need?
How can I help?
However, since I do know what the value of $1 is, I do not want to spend my own money on such things. But if you can help me buy these pair of Jordans, and then there's a picture of the Jordans. He understands the value of $1, but he doesn't want to spend his dollar on it. But my dollar, go ahead and he was asking for $700. I am happy to announce that even as of tonight, he has raised zero of the 700.
I feel like this kind of ties back to your initial conversation about people on the internet.
There was another couple on there. They just got married for the second time. They were married, then they divorced, but life has
remarried,
brought them back together.
People? Okay. Yes.
their very first honeymoon for the first wedding, they went to Hawaii for 2 weeks and they had the time of their lives. However, life finds it right now where they can't make it to Hawaii. They can't afford to do that these days.
That's expensive.
But seeing as if they have found their love again, and that we as people should be happy for them, and I think the caption was, "We are right where everybody always wanted us to be." They want us to fund the new trip to Hawaii. Give love a chance is what I say. Bullshit. Not happening.
So they want us to, so they're assuming that we're happy that they're together and we should.
People are going to be so happy that their love found them back together that they're going to pay for the trip to Hawaii. How about this? I give you $5 so you can take a plane to the island of You Like to Lick a Dicky, because I'm not friggin' giving you nothing. Here's your trip to the island of Eating My Asshole. Not happening, dude. People are out of control. All right, well, you don't know it yet, but it's your favorite part of the night where we are going to spin the wheel and talk about some crazy news. I happened to see one of them on here, and I know you redid one that we've already talked about, but that's okay.
I did. Are you sure? Which one? Point it out. Oh, this
It's
one
okay.
right here?
Yeah.
Did we talk about that? I don't remember. How long?
I think
I
that
thought
we
you
talked-
just
the
said
week
that.
the week that you were dying of COVID, we talked about that. I don't know. It doesn't matter. We can talk. Dude, that's a pretty interesting one. So,
All right, so here we go. You ready?
can the people see it?
Yes.
And you got Mojo JoJo Monday Night Picks on there. That's funny.
Whoops. All right, here we go.
All right, here we go.
So I'm going to click the wheel. I think it should make a sound.
Ooh.
It's, do you want to spin again, or do you want to talk about?
We'll remind the people in case they weren't watching.
Okay, so let me.
The topic is Hooters' new wing sauce is wild.
So it says that this waitress was caught dipping hot wings into her vagina before serving them to customers. From what authorities have said, Jessica would dip wings into her vagina while on and off her period. This was done to customers who had been rude and or made off remarks about her appearance. So that's her. That's Jessica.
I got $50 that if we were to dial it back and call her mom and dad, I bet you she thought she was a cat in the 8th grade.
You think she has a cat?
Yup. Do you see the crazy in that girl's eyes?
Oh my god.
Do you see, like, she doesn't even look embarrassed. She's like, yeah, I did it. So what? First of all, young lady, ouch. I mean,
It's very strange, dude.
that's a crazy place to be putting buffalo wing sauce on, right?
Very, very strange.
I've never had a vagina, but I'm going to imagine that
I mean,
hurts.
So I'm assuming that anyone that disrespected her, that's how she got back at him. The wing in the vagina.
But
Is that what happened? I mean,
how do
you sent this. You know more about it than I do. She does have big breasts, but I mean,
Kirk, she works at Hooters, man.
oh yeah, that's true.
That's I think it's a prereq over there. Right?
Houston, Texas, too, which should make this less.
But look at
strange.
her. There's no sorrow. There's no I'm sorry. I mean, why? Get it out.
Let's do it again.
Get it out.
You ready? Let's try this again.
It's gonna laugh. I'm gonna laugh if it goes to the same thing.
No, it pulls it out after we spin.
What is this?
Oh, this one's good.
What is it?
All right.
Do
So,
tell.
Hold on. So this one I thought was interesting.
All right.
Let me get up the summary here. So this was this was in Garrett County High School in Kentucky. A deputy was called on Tuesday morning for a report that a teacher had been involved in a crash and was suspected of drinking. The deputy said they saw the 35-year-old Chelsea Denny drive into the parking lot with damage to her vehicle. She told the deputy she dodged a cat. Strangely enough.
Time out. You're telling me a teacher was on her way to school and had to dodge a cat. My question was it walking to school? Okay.
Hold on.
So, of course the teacher was drunk. She had to go to school and teach kids who think they're cats and then almost hit one I mean, come on.
Deputy
You
gave
can't.
her.
I'm over here. Did you know that this story was going to be like this? Where I'm saying it's got to suck to be a teacher. Kids think they're cats, and then you have this story. Dude,
You connected this dot yourself. I didn't.
her blood alcohol level was 0.16. Do you realize she didn't go to? She must have been
Double.
drinking all night.
Yep. More than 2.5 times the legal limit. That woman blew.
I'm going to go
On the way to school, bro.
I'm going to go to bat for Chelsea Denny right
Wait,
now.
are you going to back her up?
I'm backing her
You're
up.
taking her side?
Imagine having to be a teacher these days, and you got to remember what to call people and what animal they think they are, and do I let them use the litter? Do you get a pass for the litter box? Is it like, hey, can I get a pass to go to the litter box? Or are you like a real cat and just get to go whenever you got to go? Do you know how much pressure these teachers are under these days?
Yeah, I mean, I hate to get behind her, but you're making all good points here.
Think about it, man.
I can relate to that.
You go to imagine you're a teacher. You spent thousands and thousands of dollars on school, and you had to go, whatever teachers got to go through. I know it's a ton of school, and they got to do it, only to go to finally get a classroom, and I become my dream, and I have my own classroom. I'm going to write my name in the chalk, Mrs. Chelsea Denny, on the board, and I'm a teacher now. And you say, "Good morning, Penelope," and she looks at you and she says, "Meow." Come on, man. If that doesn't yell,
That's
get
a
me a rum and
testament,
coke
dude.
stat, I don't know what does.
Yeah.
Remember, you used to always think your teachers were drinking in that room, because in the 70s and 80s they probably
they were.
in the
Yeah, I remember.
teachers'
Yeah, there
lounge
was-
or whatever you want to call it.
Yeah. There was some that we knew, dude.
Please.
It's funny how that came together like
Kids
that.
are pregnant. Girls, well, I can't
impressive.
say girls anymore. People are pregnant in 8th grade.
They are pregnant.
Some they are pregnant. They think they're cats. These teachers got. Matter of fact, if you know a teacher, buy them a drink, and don't do it tonight. Do it tomorrow morning on the way in, so they can deal with their day.
I mean, how else are they supposed to deal with that, dude?
How old is this teacher? Does it say?
Let's see. No, hold on. 35 years old.
So she's right in the meat of it. She's
in the meat, dude.
She started her
Yeah.
job probably when she was 22, and it was like,
Yeah.
"Good morning, Miss Chelsea." And everybody's like, "Okay," and they go read "Go Dog Go" and "Good Night Moon" and "Life is Good." And then one day she just shows up, and they're like, "Listen, you can't call the boys boys, you can't call the girls girls. Don't call the girls boys, don't call the boys girls. Don't call anybody nothing. Here's what we're gonna do: just say, 'Hello, you. Hello, them.' This is what we're doing now. Also, stand outside the class.
Also?
Yeah. Also, some of these kids are gonna fucking meow at you. All right? Okay. Some might bark. Hey, one of them thinks he's a tortoise. All right. So here's what you're gonna do. Don't ever say hurry up to him. He goes at his own
Yeah,
pace.
he can't. No.
Don't ever.
He goes at a literal tortoise pace. That's his
Don't ever
top
tell
speed.
him. Don't be like, hey, speed it up. Can't say that to him. That's racist to him and his people. You can't be doing that shit to him. Okay? Of course she drinks.
Jesus Christ.
Give me another one.
Chelsea, just chill out a little bit. That's
No, Chelsea.
I mean, that
Shots on us.
Maybe. All right. So here
Somebody
we go.
find out who Chelsea is. I can get her Venmo.
I looked for a picture. I couldn't find
Oh
one.
my God. We're sending her a drink. I love this wheel, by the way.
Thank you. Oh, this is also something we talked about earlier.
Who's this?
So, as it turns
Oh,
out,
Queen Elizabeth.
yeah, as it turns out, Queen Elizabeth II has been lying in state this week in London's Westminster Abbey. And according to the cops, one mourner who showed up Wednesday got a little out of line. The man was reportedly arrested for exposing himself. Sorry about that. Wrong window. For exposing himself to mourners who'd come to pay their respects to the Queen. 19-year-old flashed two women while he was also in line. One of the alleged victims is said to have noticed him inching closer before feeling something touch her. He attempted to escape cops by jumping in the River Thames, but was quickly apprehended.
Excuse me. But did you just show my mother my dead mother?
Just show your wanker.
Did you show her your tallywhacker? Did you expose your tallywhacker to me mother? Why would you do that? Your poor mother, the poor queen, is dead. And you come over here and you pull out your twig and berries.
Fucking Brits are crazy, dude.
What was he?
He was...
What was his? Did they ask him?
I mean, he did. We don't have a follow because this was just the arrest story, but he basically
Queen!
went to
Queen! I want to show you me balls, Queen.
He was flashing his dick around the line, waiting to see the queen. And
Does the article say flashing his dick?
Well, no, but he said
No, but just the way you read it, that'd be amazing.
he flashed 2 women, and then this chick said she noticed him inching closer
Ha! Get it? She noticed him inching closer.
before feeling something touch her. So we can assume, knowing that this is TMZ,
So it wasn't just for the Queen.
that TMZ, knowing them, when they say something touching her, they mean his little British penis.
Queen! Queen! I'm going to show you me one-eyed check, Queen.
I was going to tell you to start the show in the crown. That would have been great, dude.
I fucking look great in this crown, dude.
Dude, that was so fucking funny last week.
Say what you want, bro. Mm-hmm. And he's
Your color, too.
And he's 19 years
dude.
old.
Probably fucking wasted, blasted out of his balls, just walking around.
I got to write this down because when we're done with these, I'm gonna say something. I'm gonna go off on a little
Okay.
thing here. Mm-hmm. I'm gonna write it down real quick.
Mm-hmm.
We might have 2 Johnny Soapboxes. Queen!
2?
Queen!
Holy shit.
Look at me balls, Queen!
Oh my God!
I'm gonna show you. You know what I'm gonna do? They're gonna take the Queen today. They're gonna parade her around town. They're gonna have her out on the streets. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna show her me tallywhacker.
You sound like Nigel from Spinal Tap. Remember that?
Don't
With the
fucking sound
fake
like
British
that.
accent.
All right. I'm sorry.
It's 12 inches tall.
12 inches tall, man. All right.
All right.
All right.
Wanker.
Hey, Queen. Queen, me balls, Queen.
Look at what I got.
Hey, Queen, if you had balls, you'd be king. All right, here we go. Next. I'm keeping the crown on,
Yeah, keep the crown.
just in case it calls for it.
All right. Here
Queen! Sorry.
We go. Here we go. Next one.
How do you know which one it ends up on?
It says it, bro.
What is-
oh, this
what is
one
this?
was good.
That's a very,
I don't think you saw this one, but
this is a very
holy
mysterious.
cow. So what happened here was officials say officers at the Laredo Columbia Solidarity Bridge in Texas stopped a tractor trailer bringing in a shipment of baby wipes. Stopped them for a second inspection. Following the inspection, the dogs made the discovery of what the police described as 1,935 packages of cocaine, totaling 1,500 pounds. Agency says the estimated street value, $11.8 million. Look at all that cocaine.
Yo,
That's all cocaine, bro.
somebody's in
Look
trouble.
at it all.
Somebody's in trouble. Somebody was in charge of that package, and that package didn't get where it was going.
Dude, that's like, you don't just walk away from that, right? I mean,
Walk away from it.
yeah, I mean, somebody is owed
Somewhere
$11
there's a
million.
body missed. Somewhere there's a couple of bodies missing a head. That's somebody's in a lot of trouble.
Look at all that coke, dude.
And they took it. I mean, they put it. I get it, the packages, but that's how stupid. The dogs can smell that. At what point?
Yeah, I don't get the baby wipe angle. Like, did they think that the scented baby wipes would? That's not going to throw off a dog, man. Those fucking dogs can. I saw a thing on Netflix, bro. They can smell some shit.
Listen, I personally don't. I mean, I don't like cocaine. I like the smell.
It smells great. Hold on.
Oh shit! That's somebody. I don't even want to talk about it. We're gonna get in trouble.
You think
Get
so?
it? $11.8 million worth of street dope. Somebody's in trouble. Now, listen. Maybe on the street that's worth 11. Maybe to them it's worth 11.8. But broken up,
Oh man, forget it.
cut down, mixed up.
No, you put a little baking soda in there.
No,
cook it down,
no,
sell
no,
some
no,
crack.
No.
I mean, can't you make more money off the crack? I don't
We'll
know.
talk about it off air.
I'm just telling you what I heard.
Listen, that shit's gonna be, stepped on a couple of times. It's gonna be spread out. Somebody's in trouble, man.
Not good.
I'll say this, listeners: check on your drug dealer friends. 'Cause
Like you say at the end of the show.
Yeah, man.
Are you okay?
Yeah, somebody's not okay. And
need
if
to
they can't
talk?
text back, that means they lost their hands. And ooh, doggy, somebody's
doggy.
in trouble.
All right, one more? Or you got your soapbox?
Oh, what time is it? Oh my God, it's almost time.
8:20. Stop yawning, dude.
can't, man. Save the other
Dude, you
two.
gotta stop that. It's
I
not
don't have to
good.
do nothing. I don't see nothing wrong.
With a little bump and grind.
All right, I'm gonna steal my. I'm gonna do my soapbox moment, and I take the crown off for this.
No, leave it on.
Leave it
dude.
on.
Yeah, that's like shock and awe, bro. Yeah, get it down there.
People be like, "Who's the chubby dude?" Queen, Queen,
Queen.
Queen. I'll show you me balls.
What'd you call them? Twigs and berry.
Twigs and berry.
That was funny.
Or no, not twigs and berry. That's weird. Twig and berries.
berries. Right.
If
Gotcha.
you've got two twigs, you're probably going to be in the movies. I got a part that's just right for you, kid.
It's perfect.
You're the only one who can play it. We're going to call you Johnny Two Dongs. That's weird. I'm stealing this one from the wife.
Oh, okay.
She posted something on Facebook the other day. And I'm going to be very matter of fact about this. Mm-hmm. And there's really no gray area on this. It's either this or it's that. And I don't want to say black and white, and you'll understand in a minute.
Okay.
If you are one of the people in this world, there was a petition, there was over 200,000 signatures. If you are one of the people in this beautiful, wonderful world of ours that signed the petition, or maybe didn't sign the petition, but are still angry about or upset about the fact that a cartoon character, a non-existent pretend cartoon character, is now shaded as a black person and not a white person. Kill yourself.
Wait, what are we talking about? You lost me.
They redid The Little Mermaid, and instead of a very white-skinned, red-headed mermaid, the girl is now a black girl with orange hair. And people, mind you, this is a pretend character, which that really doesn't even matter, up in arms and want it boycotted that they would ever do that to Ariel. I don't understand. It's the dumbest thing in the world that the people are upset about.
Question.
Yeah.
I have a question.
Yeah.
Are you on the is your soapbox the fact that people don't like that they made her?
I'm saying it's okay. Why are you upset that you should no one should be upset that the Little Mermaid is now is black, I guess is what I'm saying. Why
Right.
would you care?
So you're not taking the side of they shouldn't have changed her color.
No,
You're taking the side of
no.
who cares.
Listen, man, I don't want to get on.
I agree, dude.
Yeah, I don't want to get on some big tangent, but and as my wonderful, intelligent, beautiful wife said, she showed a video of these little black girls who were like, "Oh my God, Mom, she looks just like me."
Which is great.
That's
great.
It's fantastic. They've never. First of all, who doesn't love the Little Mermaid, right? So to be able for these little girls to now be like, "Oh my God, she looks just like me." How wonderful is that for people to be having that experience? How wonderful is that to have happened? The fact that people are upset that a fake cartoon character, the shade of their skin has been changed. Do you have more going on in your head than you think you do, and you need to go see a doctor?
Well, did those people post videos of their kids that were all upset that they didn't look like
Of
her
course
anymore?
not, because the kid.
They're not going to post that, right?
First of all, if it wasn't a news story, and I had to sit down and watch the movie, I don't even know that if I would have realized it. Like,
It's a I mean,
I watched The Simpsons. I realized there's not really yellow people out there.
it's like when they get a new guy to play James Bond. It's James Bond. It's just a different guy.
the fact that Idris Elba isn't James Bond
Dude, stop it.
is
Are you
ridiculous.
fucking kidding me?
He'd be the best.
He would
Stringer Bell
destroy-
would be the best.
Dude, I
Imagine
love
Stringer
that
Bell
fucking guy.
as 007, dude.
I love that dude.
It drives me crazy that handsome, wonderful man is from England. Like when he talks, because as Stringer Bell, he was just such a bad, ruthless
Dude, the
motherfucker.
first time you hear him talk in an English
I saw,
accent, it's
yeah.
like,
So like tonight we have actor who plays Stringer Bell talking about The Wire, and they're like, "Man, season 3 you were ruthless, and you and Omar and blah blah blah." He's like, "Well, I went out and I
Well,
was
yeah.
like, holy moly, can't believe Baltimore's so bad." I'm like, "What?"
we're selling green bags of heroin.
I was like, "Oh yeah." He's like, "Oh no, I was like, that's a good line, that Omar coming." I was like, "Holy!" I couldn't, Joe. It's maddening. Like not maddening, but it just like blew me away that He was, and McNulty is the same. McNulty,
Yeah.
like,
Yep.
I would have never known that about.
And the
those
guy
guys.
from remember that show? Was it Homeland?
the
redheaded guy
Damien,
from
whatever
Band
his
of
name
Brothers.
is, and he's in
Very
Billions
strange.
or whatever.
Yes.
Yeah,
Very strange to hear that.
I
dude
saw it,
talk.
and he was like, "Oh, I love being on. I love being on a show." I'm like, "What?"
You're like Major Winters. You were an American major.
Well, that's how I wonder
World
how
War II.
those dudes ever lose an award. Not only did they act, but they fooled all of us. Anyway, let's get back to
I mean,
Ariel.
Yeah. And listen, by the way, just for the record, Walt Disney, who was obviously the founder of that, started raging anti-Semite and a
Super
Nazi
racist.
sympathizer. So
Super
I think
racist.
Disney is probably being overly. They're trying to like erase their own history here, which I mean,
Yeah.
whatever.
And
Do what you got to do. It's
again, all I'm trying to say here on my soapbox is if you're one of the people who have a problem with that,
just shut the fuck up.
grow up, man.
There's more. Is that the most important thing in
If
your
that's-
fucking
yeah,
life right
man.
now? Come on.
You know who those are the people whose kids are cats.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
I mean, there's a correlation
Yeah.
there. I'm feeling some connections.
Yeah. They're the ones watching the news yet changing their kids' litter box.
That
Clowns,
really
dude.
got to you, didn't it? That cat thing.
That
Might be what set the tone. for
because
tonight's-
shut up.
That's where the
until
energy came from.
And if those news things we showed until this country takes mental illness seriously, this is what you know. What would happen? Here's what happens. Mom, I want to be a cat. Smack. No, you don't. Guess what? I'm not a cat.
Not a cat anymore.
I just need to be told
Problem solved.
the one time. Until we take this stuff seriously, until we wrap our heads around, just be parents to your kids. Don't, just, it's okay to tell your kids no. Matter of fact, they thrive on it. Kids strive on structure. When I didn't have, after my father died, when I didn't have a little bit of structure because I wouldn't listen to nobody in the world, my life was off the rails. And I was an idiot because I thought I knew everything. I didn't. And once I started listening to my mother and the people of authority again, and the teachers and the people in my life who just try to look out for me, it kind of went okay. No, I'm kidding.
You gotta be kidding me.
I don't know. I think I speak for everybody when I say meow. Absolutely bonkers.
Oh, that was a lot. That was
Okay.
a journey, bro.
Yeah,
Holy
I don't even
fuck.
know where to start, where to begin. I feel like shit. I'm gonna go home, and now more than ever, kitty cats and people,
Cool cats and kittens.
all you cool cats and kittens. Now more than ever, it is so important to reach out to somebody and ask them how they're doing. Really, it's a must. After you're done listening to us, just text and say how are you, and speak to somebody who just may need to be told they're not a cat or a goat or an ostrich or whatever it is they feel like being that day. Didn't get a chance to talk about last week's interview yet. We'll do that next week. We'll recap. We'll do some things.
Also,
Go.
we'll talk about it off air, but if you want, I have a hook on a super talented local musician that would either be willing to come in and talk and play live or Zoom in. Really cool dude, too. We'll talk after.
I'm going to have to see what they're into.
Yeah, it's fine. It's fine.
I'd okay the talent on this
Well,
show.
he's very in line with, what was the guy's name? Jake Blue?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, very
Okay.
in line with that.
Love
Good
me
kid.
some- I'm on a drink.
I'm gonna drink.
I'm gonna drink.
You shouldn't drink tonight. You got bellyache. Don't
Yeah,
drink.
No. They don't want that. Hope you're all doing well. Text somebody how you doing. Bright eyes, I'm coming home. I love you all. See you next week.